up, everybody watching on their computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and we are exactly one more day away from the biggest wrestling party of the summer, and that is, of course, the yearly WWE Summerslam pay-per-view taking place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. I am pumped and excited because there are a lot of exciting matches. On the main card, we are going to have exactly... trying to count it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9, 10 matches on the main card, 3 on the pre-show. I wanted to confirm that with my teleprompter I have in front of me, as I am using Audacity to record this over the gameplay footage I recorded back in New York a couple weeks ago. So without further ado, let's get started with the pre-show matches. So first up, I figured for a non-championship match, we will talk about Rusev and Lana teaming up to take on Adrian Almas and Zelina Vega. So pretty much this has been a rivalry being built up on SmackDown Live. They decided, we're just going to put this on the pre-show. We have 2 hours to kill since we start at 5 o'clock anyway. Just for the heck of it, I think Rusev Day will prevail. Rusev and Lana will get the win. On a very important non-championship match that really doesn't matter, the B Team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel taking on the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. Pretty much back on Monday, the Leader of Worlds and the Revival were taking on the B Team. The B Team won. I forgot who Curtis Axel pinned in that match back on Raw on Monday, but I don't know. I keep hearing rumors that they want the B Team to keep defending so that way they could push 2 tag teams. There's rumors that when Jason Jordan comes back, they want him to team up with Chad Gable to bring back American Alpha on Raw, or they're going to push either... I keep hearing rumors that it's not going to be Titus Brand. I think it's going to be the Authors of Pain who get their push on Raw. The tag team division starting to grow on Monday Night Raw as a whole. So, honestly, B-Team beats the Revival, and that's where we end that point. So now, let's go to our main card matches. So pretty much, I think this is how the show is going to lead off. I think the first match of the night will be Braun Strowman taking on Kevin Owens. And this is, of course, for Braun Strowman's Money in the Bank briefcase. If Strowman loses by any means, that includes countout, disqualification, pretty much what will happen is Braun Strowman loses the contract and Kevin Owens wins. I think this is a stupid match anyway. I mean, I know they're going to lead it off with it on the main show at 7 o'clock. In my opinion, I just think that they pushed Braun Strowman to a point where you have to give him the title eventually. It will be stupid to let Owens get the briefcase. And honestly, the way I think 2 scenarios could go, Strowman finds a way to hold on to the briefcase. Owens is a little scaredy cat. He finds a way to disqualify Strowman, or Strowman figures out to do something here. But there is a way that Strowman will win. But if Owens wins this match, I will say this now. If he cashes in, I'm telling you right now, Braun's going to be upset. And they're probably going to keep the rivalry going until the end of the year if that's the case. I don't know what it is, but if Strowman's not the Universal Champion, because remember, the majority of the crowd, that demographic of wrestling between males 18 to 34, including me, like Braun Strowman, and it wouldn't make any sense to not put the belt on him eventually. So, just for the heck of it, I will say Braun Strowman wins, and he keeps his Money in the Bank briefcase. So next up, I will predict Finn Balor taking on the Constable Baron Corbin. Honestly, it's a stupid match. Balor's going to win again, and that's where I end it. So I'm thinking that the way I want to organize this, and I apologize everybody, I had another video in the background being processed, but the way I'm going to do this is tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. That's where we'll go next. So, Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan taking on the New Day. We don't know who's going to be in that match. The New Day is trying to become 5-time tag team champions. The way I look at it, it's possible that the New Day does win this match, but I don't know. I'm just too stungent on the Bludgeon right now. I think the Bludgeon Brothers are on a roll. I don't know if they could be beaten at this point, so I think Bludgeon Brothers will successfully defend their tag team championships. Alright, next up, I'm thinking we're going to stick with the women's division next. So let's go to Carmella taking on Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, a triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So here's how I think it's going to end up. I think Becky Lynch wins no matter what, because they've pushed her to a point where they need to put the belt on her again. They keep building her up every week. And honestly, I like Charlotte, don't get me wrong. I think Charlotte's had an amazing time in the WWE so far, but I just think that it's time to give the belt to Becky Lynch again. So honestly, something's going to have to give. Becky Lynch will win the match, and that's where I end that point. Now, the main women's match of the night for the Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss taking on Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And this is, of course, keeping in mind they keep saying that they want Ronda to be the champ. I think Ronda has quite fittingly adjusted to the role of sports entertainer in a very good way. She's pretty much built herself up to, of course, be somebody to be the champion. And not to mention, just recently, she got an endorsement deal from Twizzlers. So that's a very big endorsement deal for her. But in reality, Twizzlers has all their money built up on Ronda to win that Raw Women's Championship. So do I. So your new Raw Women's Champion will be Ronda Rousey. So I'm guaranteeing it, everyone. No matter what, in the women's division, we will have two new champions. No matter what happens, it will happen. And hopefully it'll be the build up to the the women's only pay-per-view for both brands at the Nassau Coliseum in October. I'm hoping that this pay-per-view will build up those matches. So yes, Ronda will win the Raw Women's Championship. Alright, so let's go. I didn't mention another pre-show match. Cedric Alexander taking on Drew Gulak. I don't know. Cedric's had a good run, but I just think Drew Gulak's going to win just for the heck of it. So your new champion in the Cruiserweight division will be Drew Gulak. I forgot to predict the Cruiserweight Championship match. Alright, so next up, I'm thinking after that, we will have Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship. And honestly, the way I think this will end up, Randy Orton will get involved in the match. It won't be a triple threat match, but I'm telling you right now, there's two scenarios. One, Jeff Hardy gets caught backstage and Paige has to cancel the match, and pretty much Shinsuke wins via this. I don't know how Shinsuke would win in that case, or during the match, Randy Orton gets involved. He RKO's Jeff Hardy where the ref isn't looking. Shinsuke takes advantage. Kinshasa. Shinsuke defends the championship. So that's how I think that will happen. But Randy Orton's going to be involved in this anyway, just because they keep saying, I'm the legend killer, and they're bringing back the old heel Orton, which I like. So if you're going to keep the heel Randy Orton storyline, honestly, this is the way you continue it, and it has to continue at SummerSlam. And who knows, maybe the next pay-per-view, we get that match, and we get the rematch that we haven't gotten in 10 years of Jeff Hardy taking on Randy Orton. Alright, so next up, I'm thinking most logical what you're going to do for this card is you're going to have the hyped main event of Daniel Bryan taking on The Miz. The build-up for this has certainly been interesting over the past 8 years as a whole. We're not going to get into the build-up of it right now. But the way I feel the WWE should do this is, one thing's for sure, this match has to go at least 20 minutes. If this match doesn't go for 20 minutes, something is wrong. Because this match needs to go for at least 20 minutes. Number one. Number two, both men are equally superior to each other. They both have their strengths, they both have their weaknesses. But at the end of the day, I just feel that if Daniel Bryan doesn't win this match, he may not even get another championship opportunity next year. So in my opinion, you need to have Daniel Bryan beat The Miz. Has to be done. Now, will it hurt The Miz's image as a public figure? I don't think it will. I think that, honestly, Daniel Bryan just has to build up. The crowd's behind him compared to The Miz. The Miz really doesn't have that many fans anyway, but I just respect The Miz as a whole. But honestly, Daniel Bryan's going to win. And if The Miz wins, I will be completely surprised. I will just be completely surprised. So your winner will be Daniel Bryan in a highly anticipated matchup that we've been waiting for a very long time. Intercontinental Championship match, we have Seth Rollins, who's trying to burn it down one more time, taking on Dolph Ziggler. And here's the catch. There will be two people at ringside in this match. Representing Dolph Ziggler will be Drew McIntyre, and representing Seth Rollins will be the lunatic fringe from Cincinnati, Ohio, Dean Ambrose, who came back on Monday Night Raw, pretty much did the right thing. He triggered Dolph Ziggler to sign that contract officially with Kurt Angle, and the catch is official. We have this match scheduled for one fall, and this certainly will be an interesting match. I'm hoping Seth wins. I don't know. They keep saying that they want Dean to screw Seth Rollins. So honestly, the way I look at it right now, that could happen. But I'm just going to say for the heck of it, Seth Rollins is your new champion. He will be a two-time champion. And honestly, I would love to see Seth hold that belt. And it would be awesome to see him carry it again. But Dolph certainly had an interesting run. I will say that. But I just don't really think anything else will happen for Dolph Ziggler's career going future-wise. So Seth Rollins will be your new Intercontinental Champion, thus setting the rivalry later this year for the rumored Survivor Series match of him taking on John Cena this November. Listen, folks, it's going to happen. I was expecting that match to happen at this SummerSlam, but apparently WWE had other plans. And honestly, I'm just going to say this now. Cena is going to be Intercontinental Champion. Hate him or like him, that's what's going to happen. It'll happen at Survivor Series. I'm predicting it now, but yeah. For now, Seth Rollins wins this match at SummerSlam, and that's where we end it. Alright, so last two matches we gotta predict for this card. AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. Here's what will happen. Joe will put AJ Styles in the Coquina Clutch. This match will only go for 10 minutes. TKO. AJ is lifeless in that ring, and they award the belt to Samoa Joe, thus having a new champion on the SmackDown brand. So Samoa Joe will beat AJ Styles via technical knockouts. And lastly, our main event of the night, Brock Lesnar taking on Roman Reigns. Here's how I think this is going to happen. Just like WrestleMania 31, both men will be down in the middle of the ring after beating the living you-know-what out of each other. Out comes Strowman. He cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Or it could be Kevin Owens too, we don't know yet. Either way, one of the two come in, use their finisher on Roman Reigns. Brock is out. 1, 2, 3. The Money in the Bank winner, Kevin Owens or Braun Strowman, becomes your new Universal Champion. That's how I think SummerSlam will end. Thus, those are my predictions for 2018 SummerSlam. All the matches have been predicted. I'm going to double check correctly. I didn't miss anything. Thank goodness. I predicted every match. Thank goodness, because I would have been annoyed if I didn't. So, that's your predictions for WWE SummerSlam. The next pay-per-view, which will be taking place, will be on September 16th. Whereas Hell in a Cell will make its return to the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. There will be a prediction video for that, I guarantee it. So if you're going to the Barclays Center on Sunday, enjoy the pay-per-view. Or if you're going to be watching on WWE Network like I will, enjoy it that way. So until the next one, take care.